Hey there, welcome to the club. Mr. Joe here. Have you ever been on a deserted island? A deserted island devoid of people, nobody there. Sometimes people are in a boat and they might survive a storm and the boat crashes up on the island and they're stuck. Castaways. Nobody else is around to be with them. They can't get back to civilization. Maybe somebody will save them at some point. Well, I got to thinking about deserted island and there's another word that sounds an awful lot like it, and that's the word dessert. And I thought, wow, deserted and dessert. It's kind of an odd combination. What if they made a bunch of really yummy desserts and nobody was there to eat them? Well, let's sing this song that Mr. Joe wrote that I'd love for you to sing with me on, and you know, grab something to just make some rhythm on. You don't have to know the chords. You know, maybe somebody in your house there, your mom, dad, sister, brother has something like a ukulele or a mandolin or a guitar, banjo. You know, you don't need to know the chords really if you can just keep a steady beat with Mr. Joe. We'll be on the go as we sing this song called Deserted Island. I was afloat in my tiny sailboat when I saw a little piece of land. When I came ashore like a candy store, at my feet were sweets galore. There were rum cakes, cupcakes, and creme brulee, 50 different kinds of pies. Then a New York cheesecake, and it's all it takes to be filled up to your eyes. Welcome to Deserted Island, where joy's at the end of the meal. It's not deserted, it's dessert. You'll want to convert to this paradise of sweet appeal. When I clean my plate, I can't wait. Sugar sprinkles complete the deal. Welcome to Deserted Island. Treats are waiting at the end of the meal. Yeah, treats are waiting at the end of the meal. Well, there are multi-layered cakes and other things baked, milk chocolates and caramels too. Sherbets and ice creams topped with dreamy things. I got my sweet tooth. How about you? Welcome to Deserted Island, where joy's at the end of the meal. Not deserted, it's dessert. You'll want to convert to this paradise of sweet appeal. Lollipops, chocolate drops, by golly, I stopped to pick fruit as sweet as me and you. Welcome to Deserted Island, where treats are waiting when the meal is through. Where treats are waiting when the meal is through. Now remember, folks, too much sugar and too much fudge, and I don't mean to judge, has a downside on your backside and your smile. Because you don't have to brush all your teeth, just the ones you'll want to keep all the while. Welcome to Deserted Island, where joy's at the end of the meal. It's not deserted, it's dessert. You'll want to convert to this paradise of sweet appeal. When I clean my plate, I can relate, for sugar sprinkles to complete the deal. Oh, welcome to Deserted Island. Treats are waiting at the end of the meal. Yes, treats are waiting at the end of the meal. Aloha.
Okay, welcome back, Wintergrass Youth Academy. I'm Charmaine. This is Charlie. Together we are Squirrel Butter, and we're here to present another dance lesson for you. And this one is going to we're going to harken back all the way to our first lesson back in October, and we learned a step called the Chug Step. The Chug Step is we push our weight into our knees, and then we lift our weight up. So it's kind of like this. Well, it is like this. Not kind of. We're going to chug back and forth, and you'll see when I turn to the side, my feet are sliding with me just a little bit every time. So I get a nice kind of train sound, especially when I speed it up. Choo choo, we get a cool train sound. All right, so we're gonna take that chug step and we're gonna combine it with the basic buck step that we've been doing. So you'll remember the basic buck step is the one that we've been working kind of on every lesson. We've been going step, lift, step, lift. Bend your knee, keep your weight there, straighten. Bend your knee, keep your weight there, straighten. And we rock our weight back and forth like this. We're going to combine it with the chug step. By turning the chug step, instead of doing it two-footed, we're going to turn it into a one-footed step. So we do that simply by lifting one of our feet. There's a one-footed chug. 2 feet, 1 feet. So hang out on 1 foot for a moment and just get a feel for that. This takes a little bit of balance. So use your arms and your free leg to help you balance. And then switch. Let's try the other side. Chugging on 1 foot. And so the chug is a pull forward, back, forward, back. So instead of like the basic where we are just stepping and lifting, the chug we actually do like a little push and then lift. So we do a forward, back. So we're going to combine that with the basic buck step by counting 3 basics, and then we'll do a forward, back chug. So we're going to go 1 basic, lift, 2 basic, lift, 3 basic, stay on that leg, and then push, lift. Left, 2, 3, left, push, lift, right, 2, 3, right, chug, left, 2, 3, left, chug, right, 2, 3, right, chug. And I love this combination because it's like adding a punctuation mark at the end of your sentence with percussion. 2, 3, chug, 1, 2, 3, chug. And it's really handy because most fiddle tunes and old-time music and bluegrass music comes in 4-count phrases. So this helps us kind of match up to what's happening in the music a little bit more. And sticking with the theme, we do have a dessert song for you.
Hot pie ladies, the cake's all dough.
All right, so we're gonna try this step with the music. We're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna start with the basic, then I'll start counting and we'll do chugs. So here we go, slow version. Basic. And just hang out in the basic for a moment. This is our step, lift, lift. We're gonna try to relax, breathe, smile, posture. Excellent. Okay, I'm gonna start counting, and after the 3rd count, we'll do a chug. So here we go with a 1, 2, 3, chug, and a left, 2, 3, chug, right, 2, 3, chug, 2, 3, chug, 3, chug, 3, chug. Nice. 3, chug, 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 chug. Good work. Listen to how it works with the song or the tune. Excellent. 3, chug, 3, chug. All right. right, nice work. I think you're ready to try it a little bit faster. Let's try that tune. Charlie will sing it for us, and we'll start with just the basic step again. I'll start counting, we'll do our chugs, and then I'm going to stop counting and see if you can just keep going in that pattern. Here we go. Basic. Get relaxed. This is a little bit faster. See if you can keep up. I'll start counting here.
I
1,
went to
2,
town the
3,
other day
chug.
to buy a cake and a flower
3,
bouquet.
chug.
I asked the baker how much to pay. Would it cost half as much if I baked it halfway? Hop high, ladies, the cake's all dough. Hop high, ladies, the cake's all dough. Hop high, ladies, the cake's all dough. Don't mind the weather if the wind don't blow.
Nice chugging. 1, 2, 3, chug. Chug. Nice. Good work. That was a workout. Good job. So I want to take just a moment and show you a full dance, a demonstration of me doing all different steps up to speed with a really good fast tune. You can play the same tune or you can play a different tune if you want.
I'll play the same tune.
All right. Play it as fast as you like, Charlie.
Okay, thanks. Hop high, ladies, the cake's all dough. Hop high, ladies, the cake's all dough. Hop high, ladies, the cake's all dough. Don't mind the weather if the wind don't blow. All right. Nice work, Charmaine.
Thanks, everybody.
Thanks.
Hi, it's Professor Tom with your History Minute. Dessert is everybody's favorite meal, right? Sure, as long as there's been people, food, and sugar. Prehistoric people discovered honey, fresh and dried fruits, and other goodies, of course. But it's dessert as a course. A separate part of a meal with a name and a time and a rule that you can't have any until you clean your plate first that has some history. Dessert as we know it today was invented by the Moors of Andalusia, Muslims in Spain, about 1100 years ago. The rapid spread of the Islamic faith had brought the fruits, spices, and recipes of Persia and the Far East to Arabia, and they mixed them with their own rich and varied foods and cooking. The Middle East became the world capital of delightful dining in general, and sweets in particular, as the Arabs created rice pudding, fig Newtons, date balls, and baklava. It was in Spain that the Muslims really got cooking. Crushed and chopped nuts mixed with date paste, raisins, figs, dates, and other dried fruits baked into cookies, tarts with fresh fruits, puddings infused with sweet spices and lots of sugar, breads baked with or slathered with honey. But it was here that the goodies started to have a more formal purpose. Sweets became something to have with afternoon tea or with the evening meal. Good manners, you see. The after-dinner part developed because Muslims fast during the daylight hours of the holy month of Ramadan. When it was permissible to have something to eat, a cookie or tart with nuts and fruits and lots of honey was quickly satisfying. At the same time, the Muslims of Spain and North Africa were also inventing a whole lot of music as we know it. As with dessert, they borrowed something from Persia, the lute, something from Africa, drums and banjo-like instruments, and added their own improvements. The craftspeople of Muslim Spain made stringed instruments of high quality, establishing a tradition that would evolve into the guitar building that remains the pride of that region to this day. It was the Muslims who were the great pioneers in music theory, too. While the scale of notes in Arab music would be different from that found in India and China, and not quite the same as the European scale, it represents an important scholarly advance. They also put a lot of work into developing a mathematical model of theories and notation for rhythm, which you might expect from the people who invented algebra. The Crusaders stole dessert and rhythmic music played on strings from the Moors in the 1200s and brought them back to Europe. A banquet for the Pope and various dignitaries in 1570 is usually cited as having the first dessert by that name because we still have the menu. And there it is, an after-dinner course of sugary treats. The joke was on the diners, however. Dessert comes from the word desservier, meaning the opposite of serve. It's meant to distract guests while the table got cleared and the dishes got washed. Now, us regular folks love dessert, but we clean our plates and clear the table ourselves. And no loot pick until the chores are done, right? Pass the dessert. Ooh.
Wintergrass Youth Academy. It's so great to see you. I'm Renata Bratt, and this is my colleague,
Bob Phillips.
Yes, indeedy. We're going to teach June apple because we're getting into apple season, well, now and forever. And apple pie is great, for sure. We're going to start by learning how to play something called the Georgia Shuffle. So if you play a bowed instrument, that's going to be a type of bowing where you go kind of fast first and then slow. And I'm going to go like this. It's a speed accent. So it's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Can you do that, Bob?
Let me try.
Nice. Let's play those things together. Nice. For the second part of this A section, nice. Let's do the first part again, just so we remember how that goes. And the second part. Nice. The next part is the same as the first part. Almost, except it goes all the way down the scale. So listen to this. Let me do that one more time in time. All right, you can go ahead and try that. Nice. Now, the ender for this tune goes like this. Let's put that together with this third part of the A section. So it sounds like this. Nice. All right. So let's play that together. I'll play it one time, and then Bob will play it one time. So the A section. 1, 2, 3. And here's how the B section starts on the E string, or you can play it with a 4. Let's do that one more time. Now we're going to start way down on the D string. It's going to sound like this. Listen to that one more time. And the next part is exactly like the beginning of the B section. So it sounds like this. And we have the ending measures. Great. Okay, I'm going to play through the entirety of the B section, and then Bob will play through the entirety of the B section. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3. That's all of June Apple, except for we've got the things called chords. And the first thing I'm going to show is how to do a little chop with the chords. So when you do a chop, it's really just a set. I'm just going to set my bow down. I'm going to set it down like that. I'm just setting it. No big deal. But, you know, one thing that I am doing is I'm playing it like a cello. So I'm going to push my bow out like this with my thumb. I'm going to take my thumb and I'm going to push it out like that. So then I can just go chop, chop, chop. So all I'm doing is setting it down. Set. Now if I want to make a big chop, I'm going to make my bow tip go towards my ear. So it's going to go set. So we have got notice I've got my first finger over these bottom two strings because this is an A. And then I'm going to play G and D together. that is the A section. The B section is 2 A's, a G, and then a D. So it's going to go 2 A's, G. And then, oh no, a D. I'm going to play this. I could play this D with first finger here, or D and A together. Either one. It's going to sound great. And then I'm going to play the A's again. And the G to A. All right? So that's how that works. And Bob is going to show how to do the chop on the Mando.
So we'll use the exact same chords as the violin. So for the A, we'll do 1 and 1 on the 2nd fret. And for the G, we'll just do open and open on the low 2 strings. And then for the D, we'll put first finger on the G and then open D. And we'll do it like this. Very similar. We'll just play the notes and just mute the strings. So go. A section will go. So on and so forth. And then the B section would go. And there's your chop. Now, for you guitar players, you're just going to do a bass note and a strum, A and G chord. And on the B section, A chord, G chord, E chord. So Renata is going to show you, for cello players and bass players, how you could play a bass line.
So one thing we could do on the cello is we can play the bass notes, which are the root notes of this song, which are A. So you can play A and then G. You can also play A down to the E. And then G down to the D. You can also go up. So a fourth going down is the same as a fifth going up, A to E, then G to D, or I can go down to this D. All right. I can also do the same chopping thing on the cello, so I can go. So again, I'm just going to set that bow down. Set. Set is the main thing, just a set. So I'm going to go play. I'm going to pick up my bow and set. Notice the set is right where the silver is. So everybody can practice this set. Set. Other things you can do are I'm just going quarter, 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 down, down, up, set, up, down, up, set, up, down, up, set. All right. In the B section, there's one more chord. So when we're playing through this with A, G, now we're going to do a D to A. This is my D chord. Do that. Then back up to A. G, A. All right. So that's how we work that all out on the cello or the bass.
So hope you enjoy. Have fun.
Thank you so much.